Hey guys, we're back with another New Jersey Devils franchise mode, and I can't really say much. It is what it is. Christian Prop just keeps breaking down on the playoffs nonstop. Take a look here at the playoff stats. I mean, oh, it's so bad. Look at this. So, goaltenders. I showed it to you guys in the last episode, end of the last episode, but in case you missed it. 843 save percentage for Christian Prop. 14 goals against in 3 games. That is unacceptable. If you take a look at his history as well in the playoffs, I mean, just this was the worst year by far for him. And yeah, I mean, if when you compare all these years, 3 games played, 2 games played because of an injury, 5 games played, 1 game played, and this year he did all right, especially since it was his first year in the NHL playoffs. But then after that, just everything below 900. 877, 889, 843. That was the final straw. That last game 6, that was the nail in the coffin, boys. 2 goals per period. That was unacceptable, especially for making 7.9. We're going to have to get him on a new contract and then just trade him because he's way too valuable to let walk, but at the same time, I don't want to keep him. We're done. We're done with Christian Prop, boys. He was given his chance several times. I usually have a long leash with those kind of players, like with, franchise-type players, and I would imagine anyone would. But Prop was just, he's a joke in the playoffs. He's a joke. You guys saw it. So, and as we take a look at the team stats for the playoffs, and as you can see there, the St. Louis Blues won the Stanley Cup. But goals against per game, like the teams, Detroit, St. Louis, both made it to the Stanley Cup Finals, lowest goals against per game. I mean, it makes sense. And then Pittsburgh's up there too. They made it to the Eastern Conference Final. And Philly, obviously, they made it to round 2. Vancouver, they made it to the Western Conference Final. So you see that pattern there. And then goals for per game, we were pretty down there, actually. Yeah, 2 goals per game. So it was really everything, but I'm blaming Christian Prop the most because your stud goaltender should not falter that much in the playoffs. So I think our team was not confident with him. That's my reasoning for us not getting very many goals. They were not confident with him in net. So whenever he was in net, they weren't, trying to attack. They were just trying to. They were thinking too much about defense. So that's why we didn't get any goals. I mean, I'm not saying it's definitely why. I'm just saying it could be why. So we're gonna be trading Christian Prop in this episode, boys. I've had enough of him. So we are going to go look at the awards, I believe, since they're available to look at. Don't know why I backed out of the stat screen before. Stanley Cup, St. Louis Blues. President's Trophy, Detroit Red Wings. Clarence S. Campbell, St. Louis Blues. And then Prince of Wales, Detroit Red Wings. So, nice final right there. Art Ross, Tarasenko. Hart Memorial, Gostisbehere. James Norris, Gostisbehere. Lady Byng, Gostisbehere. Calder, Jay Shattenkirk. Conn Smythe, Vladimir Tarasenko. Vezina, Christian Prop. No longer are we going to be having this guy on our team. He's a great regular season goaltender. Fantastic regular season goaltender, but his playoff performance is just not there at all. Bill Masterton, Jay Bergman, Frank J. Selke, Bo Horvat, 10th Lizzie Award, Shane Gostisbehere, and Maurice Richard, John Tavares. So there you go. There's the awards. We'll check the playoff tree just for reference. Not going to go too deep into it, and I'm not even going to take a look at that top right corner there. That's just embarrassing. And yeah, let's get to the retirements, see who we lost. Oh, man, this is going to be such a big year for retirements. Because we're coming up on the years where Pietrangelo, Henrique, Giroux, all could be thinking about retirement. Brody as well. So we got a lot of big names here to replace if they retire. Oh, please don't retire. Please don't retire. Let's see. Here's the draft lottery. So Dallas won it this year. Okay. Retirements. Okay, here we go, boys. Oh, that's brutal. That is brutal. Giroux, Pietrangelo, and Brody. That's fantastic. And Andreoff as well, but he's easy to replace. But Jesus criminy. Giroux, Pietrangelo, Brody. That's brutal. Yeah, I wouldn't imagine any goaltenders retire, but still. Top 2 defensemen, top 6 defensemen, and a second line forward. Oh my God. Let's check all the retirements since I just remembered to do that for the first time in forever. But let's see. Patrick Kane retired. Jamie Benn, Marchand, Eriksson, Bobby Ryan, Eberle, Lucic, Turris, Van Riemsdyk, Atkinson, Zuccarello, Carlson, Bacher, Ennis, Brody, obviously, Colburn, McGinn, Muzzin, Reed, Calvert. Okay. Let's check goaltenders. Come on now. Takes so long. Mason, Talbot, Reimer, Hammond, Bernier, Markstrom, Enroth, Domingue, Darling. Okay. That was a brutal retirement. That was a brutal retirement phase, boys. Come on now. Back out. There we go. Okay. Yeah, we're not going to be as good next year, boys, I don't think. I really don't think we're going to be as good because we lost a lot of key players right there. Lost a lot of key players. Sim to use a pick. Best of luck with Pietrangelo. At least we still have Dahlin, but Pietrangelo is going to be hard to replace. All right, let's see. Exact top 6. Power forward, Brendan Eckford. Yeah, sure, whatever. He's 6'3", NHL size. Medium top 6, there you go. I mean, not that really matters unless he's like a high 70s player at this point. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to use him. Let's see. I'll take Molson. Whatever. Medium top 9. There you go. And round number 3. Yeah, not a very deep draft. There's an enforcer going in round number 3, apparently. I'll take this bottom 6 guy. He might be a medium top 9. Fime. Low top 9. Okay. Another 3rd round pick. We'll take this exact top 9. E. Crooks. Medium top 9. There you go. And that enforcer, it looks like that enforcer went right there. And let's see. I'll take Pete. Bottom 6 sniper. Medium top 9 sniper. Nice. Another round 4 pick. Don't know why I have so many late round picks here. We'll go with Druin Delorier. Okay. That's a long name. I wonder how that even fits on a jersey. Druin Delorier. That is a very long name. J. Jacques, sure. Or Jacques. Medium top 9. There you go. Round number 5. Getting through this. It's actually a pretty deep draft. Deeper than I thought it was initially. Because I saw all those like AHLs at the top. I'll take a grinder. DeSalvatore. Going into round... oh, we're still... okay. We have a round 5 pick. We'll take this guy, Tulipov. I don't even really care who I'm selecting anymore. So we'll just sim the entire draft. And, yeah, there we go. Yeah, how does that name fit on a... even fit on a jersey? Druin Delorier. Okay. At most, he'll be playing in the AHL anyway, so it don't really matter. But, yeah, here's the big part, boys. We got to re-sign Prop, then we got to trade him. I haven't done something like that in a while, but you know what? Ooh, he's RFA. Okay, good. So you know what? I think I'll just I'll tender him on the last day, and then I'll trade him on July 1st. Yeah, that'll be good. Yeah, that'll be the best idea because then I can just avoid shelling out like $10 million or whatever he'll want. So Crooks, he was a 70. Liston's a 70. I mean, not that it really matters. Again, last year, so Cody Beach, he's dropping a little bit. Colton White, if he wants a two-way deal, EA, please don't like screw me here and give him a one-way deal. Yeah, sure, whatever. No. 1 year deal, two-way, 0.9 mil for him. I don't need Raymond. I don't need... No, I need Cody Beach. He's our electric guy in the playoffs. I don't need Walser. You know what? I'll get Beach signed now. There you go. 1 mil, 2 years, one way. Hopefully he signs. Pearson, you want a two-way? Yep. Okay. Emmett Gordon, one way. I'll tender Gordon. I'll put him in the trade or something. Ooh, Joe Veleno dropped. Ooh. Rough. Rough there. All right, let's see. So, Dahlin, need to get you signed. 9.8. Yeah, that's gonna happen. Let's try to go down to 8.8 for Dahlin. That'd be good for him. All right, let's see. Morin, Lindholm, Mersch. Yeah, I like our skater core, boys. I just didn't like that. I just didn't like Prop in those playoffs. So I'm gonna try to get everyone signed here. I'll give Mersch 2.1 for 2 years. Lindholm, I'll give 2.85 for 3 years. Morin, we have the money, boys, so I can give all these guys some money here, but Morin will go 3.6 if we can. Okay, goaltenders. Blackwood, you got to get back on the team. 2.1 for 1 year. I love how I'm just completely ignoring Prop for now until the last day when I'm going to qualify him. So, Laflamme, yeah, I'll sign to you. There you go. Let's see. Pearson, we already offered. Gordon, I'm going to tender. Crosby, there you go. Hopefully you stay as a one-way or a two-way deal. Jeffrey on low 60 or in mid 60s, but high or low. Man, keep getting mixed up. Low top 4 potential. I'm gonna release you actually. Yeah, there you go. And already signed Laflamme, I think. There you go. There's defensemen. Forwards, let's see. So, Veleno. I'm a bit nervous about Veleno. I'll give him 7. Hold on. I want to hold off on giving any big money yet because I want to see how much money we have left after signing all these guys. All right, so Nicolishin, sure. You're 69, so you're basically a 70, sure. You will not have low top 9, I'll release. Let's see. Okay. I think that's about it besides Veleno. So I'm going to sim one day and see what happens here. And hopefully we could get Veleno to come back. I'm not sure if we can. Just because he was dropping. He was dropping a lot. Lindholm, Pearson, Blackwood, Crosby, Morin rejected, okay. Mersch rejected. Beach rejected. Okay, so we got a little bit of negotiating to do here. Yeah, Prop wants 10 mil. No way. No way, no how. He's getting traded. Absolutely. So, actually, that May guy that we drafted is a 74. So, yeah, we'll sign him for the minors. Listen, Crooks. Let's see. Cody Beach, I'll just give you what you want, man. If you're not going to sign, then thanks for trying to get us into that playoffs. Or not into the playoffs, but rather further in the playoffs. Morin, I'll give you 4 mil. Mersch, I'll give you 2.4. All right, I know we have a lot of money, so I can give Veleno. This is going to be tough. 7.5 for 7 years. I don't know if he'll accept just because of his morale and because he's dropping a little bit. He's a first-line forward, so maybe I should play him on the first line next year. I don't know. But then I'd have to break up that first line that played so well last year. So Gordon, I'm not going to deal with him yet. I'm going to tender him on the last day. And I think that's it besides... yeah, okay, so hopefully those guys sign there. And if Beach doesn't want to come back, we could always drop into free agency. I mean, same thing with Veleno, technically. We could always tender him a qualifying offer as well. We have options with Veleno. There's May, Morin, Mersch, Beach rejected. Okay, so we're going to release Beach. Oh, there we go. There's Joe Veleno. Perfect, perfect. I thought for a second that he wouldn't sign, so there you go. Got him back. But we're going to have to release the legend Cody Beach, unfortunately. But we do have some money to work with in free agency. That's the good news. Especially since we're not going to be signing prop. Okay, so that should be it. The only people left should be Gordon and prop, which I want to tender on the last day so that they don't accept right away. Yeah, okay, so let's go to June 30th, I believe. And then we'll get those two tendered. Final day of the resign phase. Stop simulation. Let's see, where are we? Where are we at? We're in June 29th, isn't it? The 30th, that's the last day? Yeah, it is. So I'm going to advance one more day. Okay, good. I was a bit nervous there since it showed me that it was the last day. But let's tender Gordon and prop, and then we're going to trade them. Trade them both. Get them out of here. Qualify. And qualify. Okay. There we go, boys. So let's get to July 1st, and let's find a trade. But first, let's take a look at who is in free agency just to make sure. Victor Hedman. I mean, that's tempting, boys. That's tempting just because we lost Pietrangelo. 10 mil. So if we're getting Hedman, he's the only guy we're getting. But man, he's a beast. So is Dougie Hamilton. He's an offensive defenseman. He wants 3 mil less. And he's still a top 2. He wants 5 years though. He's 32 years old, so you know what? But Hedman's got the physical category too. Yeah, I might want Hedman, boys. I might want Hedman just because it's the last year. I mean, unless, oh yeah, you know what? We need to sign a forward too. We need to sign a forward. Unless we can get one in this trade here. Actually, you know what? Why did I back out? Why do I keep backing out of stuff? I want to go back in. I want to see if there's any free agent goaltenders. Not sure if I would sign any of them just because I would have to give them more money than they want. But let's see. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, no. we're going to have to trade for a goaltender, boys. So let me find a trade for prop, and I'll be right back. All right, boys. So I have a trade for Christian Prop and Emmett Gordon. We're going to be going over to Columbus, and those of you who watch my Halifax series, you know what we're doing. Prop straight up for Jonas Korpisalo. And we are reducing Korpisalo's retained salary to 50%. So we get Korpisalo at 3.815 for the next 3 years. And I tried adding draft picks to this, but because we're retaining salary, like they won't even take. Look at this, rejected, and we'll try a second and a third. Come on now, propose. Yep, too far off. We'll try a second. Too far off. We'll try a third. I'm just showing you guys at this point that this trade needs to be straight up. Prop for Korpisalo at half salary. And when you consider what Prop has done for us in the playoffs, this is a good trade for us because, I mean, he's a fantastic regular season goaltender, but he just breaks down in the playoffs. And I know Korpisalo can hold it down. There you go. Enjoy all the first round exits, Columbus. Oh, and also, we're going to be trading we're making another trade with Columbus. We're going to be getting Alexander Wenberg at half salary to hopefully replace Claude Giroux. And that will leave enough salary, or should leave enough salary cap, to sign Victor Hedman, or any defenseman that we want, really. So, to this trade, we are going to be adding Emmett Gordon, so defenseman. There you go. Chad Crosby, because he's on a one-way deal, just like I thought he would be. EA Sports, jeez. And then we're also going to be adding our first-round pick for this upcoming year. I know it's a lot of value, boys, but kind of had to do it because, you know, they're retaining 50% of their salary, and also we only have one more year to win the cup. So let's see if this will go through. Rejected. Okay, wow, that's a lot of value. But you know what? Again, we sort of have to overextend here just because, you know, last year to win, and I kind of want this trade to go through. So we'll also add our first-round pick from this year, Eckford, and we will add Molson. So that should go. If that doesn't go through, then I don't know what will. Proposed trade. There you go. Sweet proposal. Yeah, whatever. We got a playoff. Oh, and you know what? I forgot to show you guys Wenberg's stats. The thing that I liked about Wenberg was that he's a proven playoff performer. Because you take a look here. Of course, he didn't get past the first round this year, but every other year he's been past the first round. He's, you know, 10 points in 15 games, 9 and 12, 13 and 16. This one, fair enough, but that was his first playoff year, so, you know, give the kid a break. So, I mean, I think this will end up being a good trade for us, you know, especially since Giroux retired. So, I think it's a nice replacement, and plus it allows us to have that cap space to sign a stud defenseman, and there's like 3 of them this year. So, let's see. Actually, yeah, we need 2 defensemen actually for the NHL. So. Let's go into free agency now and see who is there. Well, I mean, we already saw who's there, but let's see what we can do in terms of signing 2 defensemen. So if we were to sign Hedman, we wouldn't be able to sign Hamilton and or Klingberg. We could if it would be close, but we could sign Hamilton and Klingberg if we decided to. But I don't want a chance playing top two defensemen and having one of them not on the top 2. That's gonna piss one of them off. So. Maybe Jake Bean, because we're lacking offense. We just lost TJ Brody, so you know what? Jake Bean might not be a bad idea. But if we're getting Jake Bean, then we can't get Hedman. That's the thing. So what's Hedman been like? Only 25 points last year. What did Hamilton do? 54. Was his playoff stats? Nothing too great. What about Klingberg? Have a few options here. 51 points, minus 16, 7 points in playoffs. Ooh, Klingberg. Klingberg looks pretty good right now, boys. 95 offensive awareness. He's a right-handed shot, too. That'll replace Pietrangelo. Dougie Hamilton is as well. He's got the 90 offensive awareness, but he didn't have the points in the playoffs like Klingberg did. And Hedman just wasn't great in general in terms of point scoring last year. And let's see what Bean does. 31 points. He hasn't had too much playoff experience, but that passing and puck control and that shot, that's pretty nice. That is pretty nice. So, you know what? I think I might go Klingberg and Bean, boys. Klingberg and Bean. Because Dahlin can always hold down the fort with Klingberg there. I know he's got that top 4, but he still might be. He's still, as long as he doesn't drop off too much, he should still be a really solid top 2 defenseman because he's still got that 95 for offensive awareness, 93 passing, 92 puck control, 90 deking. So, I mean, he's pure offensive defenseman right there. So, I think that'd be a really good idea. And plus, we already got the forward that we needed in Wenberg. So, and then we can always play Wise next year if we have to. So you know what? I think that's what I'm gonna do. Bean and Klingberg, though we're gonna have to offer a little more than. All right, so what's 7-4 and 7-1? So that's roughly 14.5 right there. We can afford to go an extra 0.4 million on both of them. So I'll give Klingberg like 7.8, and then I'll give Bean 7.5. And if I'm not mistaken, we are a championship team based on what the game is saying. Yeah, champion. So they should technically sign unless they got better offers. So, yeah, boys, I'm going for Bean and Klingberg. So, okay, so 5 years. That's rough, but whatever. You know what? It's the last year. So I'm going to, yeah, 7.8 for John Klingberg. And for Jake Bean, we're going to go, yeah, 4 years, 7.5. Hopefully they both sign, because those would be two big signings right there. And we would be right on, I believe we would be right on the salary cap, like literally $100,000 or $200,000 away from the salary ceiling. So, crossing our fingers, boys. Here we go. Klingberg and Bean. Klingberg and Bean. Both of them. I want both of them. Oh, what did I do? Did I back out? I accidentally back out? Did I hit circle instead of square? Or X? Yeah, I did. Alright, there you go. Advanced day. Come on, boys. Bean and Klingberg. Bean and Klingberg. Bean and Klingberg. Yeah, there you go. Klingberg and Jake Bean. There you go. Okay. Clutch signing right there. Clutch signing of Klingberg and Bean. Okay. Okay. We're looking a bit better now, boys. What's our salary cap at? Okay, so we still actually have 2 mil. I thought we would have a lot less. I really thought we would have a lot less. So let's take a look at our new roster here. Rasmus, let's take a look at by goaltenders first. Obviously, Korpisalo, the man, the myth, the legend, and then Blackwood there backing it up. Defensive core, Dahlin, Klingberg, Bean, Juleson, Morrissey, Morin. Perfect. I mean, that's looking pretty good. And then forwards, Hall, Veleno, Balsers, Patrick, DeBrusque, Henrique, Wenberg, Eakin, Lazar, Lindholm, Mersch. Is that 12 actually? 3, 6, 9, 11. All right, let's see who's in the system. Dupre and Wise. So we could choose from either of these guys. Let's take a look at Wise first. Defensive category is not where I'd like it to be, but he's got the offensive awareness, 87, passing 87, puck control 85. Yeah, you know what? He could be pretty good. He could be pretty good. What did he do in the playoffs last year? It appears the the Albany Devils went to the Calder Cup finals. Don't know if they won or not. I don't think so. I didn't see it. But there you go. And Wise did very well. 75 points in 76 games. And what about Dupre? So he's a bit better defensively. Not great as puck skills or the offensive awareness. Got a better shot. I see a better skater. Slightly better skater. Physically. They're about equal. And yeah, as I mentioned, defensively, I mean, I guess it depends on where you look in the defensive category. Defensive awareness, he beats him, but not in shot blocking and stick checking. Take a look here, yeah. So it's a toss-up between those guys. Let me know who we should play, Dupre or Wise on the 12th forward spot. And that's about it, boys. That's all the moves I'm making. Let's get to the start of year number 10. All right, boys, so we're at the start of year number 10. Let's take a look at our roster, see who dropped off, see who didn't. Hopefully, most of them didn't. I would imagine Klingberg did a little bit, maybe to an 89, 88, because he had the top 4 potential. Let's see. Yeah, Klingberg, 89. Hall, 89. Still a top 2, though. Still a first liner as well for Hall. Bean, 88. There you go. Henrique is only an 85. I thought he would drop off a little bit more. That's good, though. Dupre is a third-line scorer now, 84. Ooh, Dupre. Let's see. What is Wise looking like? Yeah, I think Dupre is going to be the obvious option here, boys. He grew to an 84, so yeah, you know what? I think we're playing Dupre, boys. So yeah, there you go. 12th forward right there, and then we do not need Pearson. All right, so there is your lineup for year number 10, at least for the start of it. Korpisalo and Blackwood. So let's check out the lines real quick. I'm sure I'll make some edits here, but yeah, there we go. All Patrick Balsers. I'll switch that. Veleno, Wenberg, DeBrusque, and then Mersch, Henrique Lindholm, Dupre, Eakin, Lazar. Always open for change, obviously. And then Dahlin and Klingberg, Bean, and who do I want there? I'm going to say Morrissey just because whoever is with Morin always seems to be struggling offensively. So you know what? I'll just leave Juleson down there. I'll put him on the first line penalty kill. Yeah, that'll be good. And yeah, we're looking good, boys. I mean, better than I thought we would for sure. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. And this is the year to get it done, boys. It's the last year. Let's go.